always says that to me every
Right in
time.
front of your face, huh?
Every time. Every time.
So how are you, Sky?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You're almost done with school.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be done May 25th.
May 25th. Oh my gosh, that's coming up. That's like almost just barely a month from now.
Well, the bad thing is, I remember when I came up there, your boy said, "Well, we go back in September," and that we used to go back August 5th or August 8th. Now, for makeup days, they're putting us in this in fifth grade. They're putting us in July 27th.
Are you
This
kidding
year,
me?
no, ma'am. This year they put us in July 28th.
You don't even have August off. August is a school month for you.
August is a school month.
That's crazy. So you missed a bunch of days. Why? Because of weather and
Um,
stuff? Snow?
well, that and yeah, I think it was just snow and then something else happened. It was snow and then we had
Did you guys have a fire?
we
No.
had a bunch of wildfires. Not
Wildfires.
us, but
Yeah,
we had a bunch of wildfires. It came from like Tennessee or somewhere like over there, and
right,
then it came down to here, and we had like bunches of wildfires, and we had remember we had Irma come through, and
right.
I knew a couple of kids that really had some damage done and everything, so that
Wow.
was kind of hard for them,
Yeah.
and so it was really hard for Irma and then Jose were. I think we're still expecting Jose. There was one that was coming. It was Irma, and Irma was almost done passing through Georgia, and Jose literally was right up on it.
Behind
Irma
it.
was so bad it wiped out one of the biggest islands, and now it's not considered an island anymore.
Really? Off the coast?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Wow. That's
So,
crazy.
and
Well, you'll have
so
an early summer that might be over a little bit quick, but I understand you're going on a pretty exciting trip.
I am. This morning, Mom came in my room. She said, "Scoot over." I said, "Okay." Muted my TV. We were talking about. She actually let me pick what we were going to go on. So we were leaving Sunday, right, Mom? Okay, we're driving out. Okay, the boat leaves Sunday, and we're going to be on the ocean all Monday. On
Right?
Tuesday, we're going to Mexico, and we're going to do some water parks and pools and stuff like that. Wednesday, we are. Is that the. What's Wednesday? She's got to get her papers. So Monday we're gonna be on the cruise, all on the ocean. Tuesday, yeah, Tuesday water parks. Wednesday, oh yeah, they have their own special island, the
Oh, mm-hmm.
cruise,
Mm-hmm.
and it's in Belize. And
Nice.
what are we gonna do there? Pools and beach and stuff like
Beach.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday, me and Mom are so excited. We have our we're going to Honduras on Thursday,
Wow.
and we're gonna have our zip lines. So we're gonna go up into the canopies, into the trees on the suspension bridges,
Uh-huh.
and they said that there might be like wild monkeys and in the trees and stuff. So, and we're gonna do a um, sitting zip line, and then we're gonna do one where we're on our stomachs and
Like
we're like this,
Superman. Oh my
kind of like
gosh.
that, like a bird. So, and we're
Wow.
gonna go down the hill.
Now, is
So, and
Ronnie
then
gonna do that with you, or is he scared of
I
heights?
don't. I think is Ronnie scared of heights? I don't think he'll do it. He'll do it. Okay. He just if there's snakes, he'll probably start screaming. He's no. He's he can't even he can't even look at a dead snake.
Oh,
Okay. So on Friday, we are going to Cozumel in Mexico, and we are going to Mr. Sancho's Beach Club, and basically there's parasail and
uh-huh.
kayaks and pools and beaches and what was that? Horseback riding,
I don't think you're
four
going to
wheel
have
like
enough time to do
ATVs.
all those things. How are you going to come back to the boat and you're going to be conked out asleep?
Well, hopefully not. Hopefully I
We
have
are going to
time to
have
eat
so much
dinner.
fun. You're going to meet so many kids on that ship, and there's going to be so many fun things to do, even on the ship. You'll meet other kids your age, and it'll be really cool. That's what happened when we went on our cruise. It was fun.
Also
Fun.
in Arizona, remember there was a bunch of kids there, and I had my cowgirl boots and I
Yeah.
had them sign. So
Yeah. That'll be great.
Oh yeah. A little surprise that I found out a couple weeks ago. Next, the next podcast, Aunt Karen will be here. She's gonna come and stay with us over the weekend,
Yay! Oh, that'll
so
be
she'll be on the
fun.
podcast.
Oh, that'll be
Yeah.
so fun.
Oh
We'll have
no.
to figure out a way how to do the headset thing, huh?
Uh,
We'll figure it out.
we've got 10% battery.
On your
Yeah. So
iPad?
yeah. Mama wants you to pause it.
Okay. I
I
will
don't know.
pause it and she'll be able to hook it up on the
Yes.
charger and then we can restart.
Right.
Okay, well, it was so great to see you, Sky. I miss
It
you.
was nice seeing you too.
Mwah. Love you.
Mwah.
Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. I miss you.
I know, I
It's been
miss
so long since
you.
I've seen you forever, like at least 3 weeks or 4 weeks. Well, on the clapperboard, the last time we podcasted was Jennifer, March 3rd,
Wow.
the day before your birthday. It's
Yeah.
been forever.
We
But
did
we've
see
seen
each
people
other.
because
We FaceTimed real quick over Easter weekend
right.
with Mom and Dad. That was nice. And I showed Mom and Dad all the stuff I got from EYF and
That was nice. She was
all the
excited about
haul.
that.
She was really excited. That's the mug I
I'm
got
drinking
you.
my second cup of coffee out of my elephant mug,
Okay.
except his trunk is in the way of my speaker.
That's okay. So that was fun. Mom really, she really enjoyed watching all of our little videos and seeing our pictures from the trip.
I'm sorry. I just got a private message from Tracy, one of the grocery girls. Sorry.
What did she
Are we
say?
breaking up?
A little
I
bit.
had I sent her something and she sent me a smile, but it made a noise, so I turned it down.
Okay.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi.
So what has been happening? Debbie, after getting back from EYF, jumped on a cruise ship. I jumped back into reality. I had 2 hell weeks of work back to back. Things are starting to settle down, thankfully. So tell me about your cruise. You took the boys on a cruise for their spring break.
Yes. And it was really fun. It was fun to be with Tanya and Imani and all the kids to be together. And
That's fun.
The food was good. The ship was nice. I think we all kind of agreed, at least.
Will you do it again?
At least in my kids and me. Luke said he doesn't need to do it again for a few years. I probably don't need to do it again ever. Really. Unless
Why?
it was
it was a Carnival cruise. So what did you not care for?
Well,
let's be honest, because we are honest.
Yes, and I think because it was a last minute kind of find something to do for that week and book it last minute, it was perfectly great for that purpose. I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, because you were looking at what, Debbie? You were looking a month before the actual spring break, and you said even to fly here to Florida or somewhere, the flights were $600+. It was outrageous.
It was expensive because it was kind of last minute. It was maybe 6 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks, 4 weeks out. So, but I think because of the timing, being March and being on the Pacific Ocean, it was still a little bit cool on the cool side, and it was windy and it was choppy. If it was in the middle of the summer and it was on the Caribbean and it was warm, I think it would be a totally different experience. So we couldn't sit on the balcony.
Getting a tan. Your tan is better.
I know. We couldn't sit on the balcony because it was just too windy out there.
So windy.
Yeah, your video is breaking up a little bit. I don't know what the problem is. It's choppy. Is it choppy on your end too?
We have terrible weather. We've been having bad storms, but
that's okay. We'll just
not
power through
on my end.
Okay. So, and for some reason, the pools on the boat were not heated. They were ice cold, which made it kind of like, okay, well, I'm laying in the sun and it's warm in this kind of protected area on the boat and it's sunny and it's warm and we're in Mexico and it's warm in Mexico, but I can't really like dip in and out of the pool and sit on the edge of the pool with my drink because it was like ice cubes. It was weird. So that was kind of a disappointment. But other than that, like the trips during being in port were awesome. We had so much fun. The boys really enjoyed themselves. It was a nice time away. I'm not at all complaining. It was very nice. It was very fun. It was a great way to get back on the Western time zone. And so when I went back to work, I didn't have any jet lag.
You know what was really weird? Okay, so we got in about 7-ish Eastern Standard Time Thursday night from EYF after a 9-hour flight. which wasn't bad because we were in business class and that was kind of nice.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We got
um,
upgraded.
but then it was a couple hours before we got through customs, got to the hotel. We were starving, so we had something to eat. I mean, we didn't get to bed till probably 11:30, 12 o'clock. But and then Ronnie was there Friday morning.
Hmm.
Friday was okay. Saturday, I felt bad, and it
Weird.
wasn't that. It was very a weird sensation. I didn't know if I was hungry or not. I didn't know if I was tired or not. I wasn't achy or like wanting to lay down. I just felt so out of sync, and I think it was just the basic all of the travel,
Yeah.
probably dehydration took a lot. It was a
Hmm.
lot of it. I'm telling you what, my hands were swollen. It took me probably a good week to finally get my body on track. It
Hmm.
was strange. Never
Yeah.
had that
Kind of
sensation
felt like
before.
I was in a fog the first couple days
Yeah.
too. Yeah. And so,
So you just drink a couple more drinks on the boat and you say, well, this is part of
it's
vacation,
funny.
just be in a fog.
I didn't do a lot of drinking on the boat because, we had wine every night and that's
Yeah.
more than I drank
Oh no,
normally.
we had a bottle almost every night. Okay, let's just be honest. I think I gained it was probably 10 pounds. So now I'm back on my diet, back to running because I am going on my cruise the end of May. The day after Skyland's last day of school, we start the 12-hour trek down to Miami because that's the port we have to go out of. So I said, okay, I've got 6 weeks to get my big fat ASS back in gear because I'm not wearing my big clothes to the cruise. I'm getting back in shape. So
Yeah. So it was good. Back at work for 2 full weeks now. My project that I've been working on. Uh, Sorry about that.
sorry about that. Okay, we're going to just power through. This may be one of our wonky episodes. We've got bad in Georgia. We have lightning and thunder and pouring down rain. Okay, so let's just keep on moving. And we better show some fiber or we're going to be in trouble with mom.
Okay, how's this? Is that good?
Oh my gosh. And this.
Isn't that beautiful?
Okay, this is if you do not follow Hannah Floridian. No, Hannah Florian. Sorry, Hannah Floridian, and she doesn't even live in Florida. Hannah made it is her dying name, but it's Hannah Florian on Instagram. She and I did a swap, and she sent me not only two skeins for myself, she sent me candy and home baked cookies, and two for Debbie, one to give away.
Thank you,
And
Hannah.
I was just so blown away. And I said,
This
gosh,
is
I
the
know
one
you're
to
never
give
going to
away.
swap with me because she just got two little measly skeins from me, and that's it. What is that called? That is gorgeous. And she just did a huge update. You guys, if you love bright, beautiful colors, you will love her shop.
It's called
Hannah Florian,
high functioning.
high functioning. And this is called lead and gold.
They're pretty.
Look at those. There is gold in there, lead and gold. And the other one and I said just pick a couple. I love all of the colorways. This is the other one is called Strung Out on Love.
That's pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
Look at those pops of little. She's really great with speckles.
Now
Show the other one.
both of
What's the
these.
other one's name?
The other
The
one's name
purpley
is
one?
called fluorescent jellyfish. That's this one.
Ah.
100% merino, 425 yards on both of these.
Okay, so you just save one for one of our giveaways.
Yep, I'll put it in my giveaway
And I'll
pile.
save both of us. Okay. Thank you, Hannah. We're going to talk about Hannah in a little while when it comes to the mystery knit along. So stay tuned for more Hannah.
Wait, I wanted to show because we got cut off when I was talking about the cruise, but I did want to show these pictures that I got of the boys. These are the only pictures I got from the cruise.
Okay.
Look at James Jr. Isn't he so
He
handsome?
wasn't afraid he was going to peck him in the eyeball.
No. And then this one I posted
No.
for Luke's birthday.
I know
People
he
saw this one
is.
on my Instagram already.
He's Mr. Smiley. Every single picture you see of Luke, I think since the day he was born,
I know.
he's got, well, he didn't have teeth when he was a baby smiling like that, but he's had just such a smile.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to show some things we've been knitting on. However, I have one thing because as you know, since I've been back from EYF, I've been feverishly knitting on our mystery knit along, and I can't show you or it wouldn't be a mystery.
And me too. I'm
And
almost
you have
caught up
too.
to you.
I know
But I
you
did
are.
have a
I'm
week
binding off today.
I did have a week of knitting on the cruise, and this is what I knit on the
Right.
cruise.
So you knit a whole pair of socks. You almost done. You did toe up. You're getting ready to do the cuff. Or you going to knit a little
I'm
longer? Is yours
I
blueberry
no
waffle?
I this is blueberry waffle, and I'm going to do the cuff. I'm going to do a semi-long cuff. I usually
Perfect.
do them about the same
What
thing.
colorway is that?
This is Camel City Dye Works Angie, and it's called, I'm
Mm.
pretty sure it's called Midnight Garden. Here, I got the tag here. Hang on.
I want to show hers
Yeah,
that
Midnight
she.
Garden. You guys know her yarn, I'm sure.
That's not it. I know, and
We
I
got to
keep
meet
looking
her
back here.
at Rhinebeck, Camel City Dye Works.
I love Angie. Hi, Angie.
Hi, Angie. And these are so squishy. And so I did a fish lips kiss heel. And what I usually do is I increase on the foot about 3 extra stitches on each side, every other row, to get more stitches only on the heel stitches so that I can have a deeper heel, not on the top, only on the back
Instead of
side.
doing single rounds, or you do that as well.
As I go around, when I'm working on the heel stitches, I add stitches on the heel half,
Okay.
not on the top half, just on the heel half.
Is that new? Have you always done it
No,
that way?
I've done it before. Yeah.
On the
And then I
heel?
work
Okay.
a fish lips kiss heel. And then you can see I did about just less than an inch of slip stitches, like a normal slip stitch heel
Right. I
at the
did that on
top
one of
of the
mine.
heel. And this helps to kind of pull it in and really hug my
Snug
Achilles
it.
so that it doesn't
Ah,
slide
nice.
down.
Yep.
And then I just did the regular blueberry waffle on the top part, and it's really squishy and
So you've
comfy.
tried it on and it works pretty good. It's
Yeah,
because I remember a couple times walking in EYF, you said, I've got to pull my sock up.
that's because I
Was
didn't
that
have hand
you?
knit socks on. I had regular
Oh,
socks on.
that's why you do your hand knit socks.
Yes.
Don't buy things from Reebok and Nike because they don't stay on your foot. Lesson learned. Okay, so the only thing I have to show is this is one of the balls we bought at, let me think, Knit and Stitch in York.
Yes.
And it and I like all the colors. However, when I get these, you guys, they always end up being like these ugly colorways. And I'm sorry, I just want to be honest. And I will finish knitting it and I'll probably wear them. But I just did a cream cuff and I just knit. I mean, it's
Oh,
not that ugly,
you started
I
it
guess. I started it when we got on
when
the
we were,
plane on the
yeah.
way back. So this is about 9 hours of knitting.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's my favorite combination of colors either.
So this will
Sorry.
probably not be done for 3 more years. Okay, so anyway, whatever.
You
That's
want me
fine.
to make you a tube on the sock machine?
That would have been one that probably would have been best for two. That's okay. I already started. So mindless
Okay.
things. Maybe when I take that on, maybe I'll take that on the cruise to make me finish it. That'd be fine. That'd be good for the cruise, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Straight knitting.
Okay, so
Wait,
let's
wait, wait.
talk.
One more thing. I
Oh,
don't
you're going
think
to
I
show something you're
showed
knitting?
these. I don't think I showed these on the podcast.
Oh, you guys. Okay, so I'm hoping the people that watch our podcast have watched the vlogs from EYF, especially the first one.
We don't need to
Because
retell the story. Go back and
we
watch
don't
it,
have
you
to retell the
guys.
story. Okay, go back and watch
But
the
anyway, this
very
is
first
where
EYF vlog.
this right here at this purple strand, right here at this purple strand, I was knit all the way down from the top down to this purple stripe. This is
When we
where the
did mind the
fiasco.
gap.
This is where we didn't mind the gap and where the fiasco happened. And the
I didn't
second,
remember it was a purple yarn. It was a purple color that I broke. I thought it was blue. No, I guess it was purple. It happened so fast. I didn't know. That's terrible.
so
But
anyway,
that
that's a
started our
good
trip. I mean,
segue into our
yes, mystery
mystery
knit
knit
along.
along. I'll bring up the
Okay,
picture.
I was just going to do that. So I was, and Debbie and I work so well as a team. She is able to do the things that I'm not able to do, and the things she's not able to do, there are none, but I do them anyway, just so she doesn't have to. So I did a little sketch on a post-it note of this picture. I sent it to Debbie. I said, Debbie, do this on your iPad. I don't know how she does this, but she created the little sketch onto her iPad and made this little mouse hanging on to the nomadic yarns, which is exactly the colors in that sock, with the yarn that goes to the train that is leaving us. So the mystery knit along this year, and I know, and a couple people have asked, and I'm sorry, EYF got us behind and everything, but you're not going to get the last clue until after Mother's Day in America. So we're really, really sorry. Wah, wah. But to tell you some things about this mystery knit along for our Mother's Day, it's called A Mother's Gift, was started, I cast on the train on Mother's Day in Europe. Is it all of Europe or just the UK
I
Mother's Day?
think it's the UK,
Just
but I'm not
UK.
sure.
So the Sunday that they had actually Mother's Day, we were on our way to the country house retreat, is when I cast on for the Mother's Day knit along. So it's called A Mother's Gift, and we've told a more
You're going to tell
th-
who helped us name it the Mother's Gift?
yes.
Okay.
So we were at the Curious Handmade Retreat and I was knitting and I didn't show a lot of people, but Danny Little Bobbins was sitting near us and I said, we've had the last one was a mother's heart and we wanted to kind of keep the same thing. And we sort of told her how this trip came along, which was basically a gift from our mother. And she said, well, why don't, since you told us the story about this trip and how you guys have gotten to do it, why don't you name this A Mother's Gift? And I thought, how
Duh.
brilliant is that? Duh. Well, yeah.
Thank you,
So it's
Danny.
thank you, Danny. Thank you, Danny. So it's called A Mother's Gift, and it is on Ravelry at this present time. So a lot of people, and not a lot, we do have a few that say, "How does this work? How do we even start?" Go over to Ravelry. You can go into my shop, Amy Meeks, or you can just
Not,
search in the
oh,
patterns box.
yeah. I guess you can
It's
search Amy Meeks or Indigo
Yes, you
Amy, right?
can. Or
Okay.
Indigo Amy, all one word. Or you can just put A Mother's Gift in the pattern box search and it'll come up and you look for the little mouse and yarn and train picture.
Picture.
So when you buy the pattern, you can download, it'll be a one page. It tells the story of how what the Mother's Gift is. And it also tells you basically the materials, which is US 4 needles on a 24-inch cord and 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn. Both need to be at least 430 yards, 100 grams. We're recommending one tonal and the other a lightly variegated slash and or speckled yarn. Now both can be tonal, both can be solid.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but usually the variegated yarn that has real dark and real light, that may not be one you want to choose. You may want to have like a more muted variegated or speckled yarn that may work well. And we always feature a new dyer. Last year for a mother's heart,
Heart.
we featured
Artistic
we
Lily.
Artistic Lily, Ellie, and her yarn. And this year we're featuring two separate indie dyers. One is Jason, Scribbles and Knits. A lot of people know Jason. And he dyed up two, are you ready for me to show?
Yes.
Two beautiful kits. And I will show you, sorry for the crinkling. I'm going to take them out of the bag because
And these yarns are actually you can mix and match them amongst themselves too. There's two different
right.
tonals and two different
And he's
speckles, and they both
mhm.
match each other either way you want to do it.
And he
They're
was so
beautiful.
smart when he did his update. Hannah and Jason both did updates on Friday. He has all the various combinations as kits. They're like pre-order kits. So
Oh, okay.
whichever one you want. Okay, so we have You and Me, which is this beautiful pink, and I'm just going to hold them up with inspiration. So it's this beautiful pinky
That's pretty.
cranberry tonal with this gorgeous
Okay, hold it
speckled.
still. Hold it still.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's hard to focus if it's not so pretty. Oh my gosh. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he may be watching this saying, no, it goes with the other one, Amy, but it can go. And I'm going to show how the other ones. And this is Drops of Rain with Happiness.
Ugh. And your lighting for happiness is not, I don't, it looks a little bit more yellowy, like the
It
base
is
is
because
yellowy, but it's not,
it's
right? It's
not.
more cream
It's a
or
cream color. Yes.
like a
Now, like
natural.
I said, if you love this, if you love happiness, you can pair it with You and Me.
They both match each other. I love
Or
that.
if
I
you
love,
love You and Me really a lot, you can pair it with or you can pair, sorry, the blue one with the more cranberry because they all have all the same colors of each other in them.
In that other speckled one, is it happiness? It's called happiness.
Yes, this is inspiration and this is happiness.
I love
Inspiration,
the
happiness.
gold orange
Yes,
goldy
Bex.
specks in that.
This, you guys, this yarn is the squishiest, bounciest yarn. It's so beautiful. So you can go over to Scribbles and Knits. It's SNK, and he scribbles and knits on Instagram as well. Jason.
Thank you,
Jason,
Jason.
thank
Oh
you
my gosh, they're
so
beautiful.
much.
And
And I have
these
some,
were created specifically for this knit. He
yes,
didn't have
this is,
these created before, so
no,
they're brand
these are
new.
brand new. And let me show you. Okay, so I said we were going to talk about Hannah. Hannah Florian is our other featured indie dyer.
Is she in the U.S.?
She's in the U.S. Yeah, she's in
Okay.
Ohio. And Jason's in Illinois, I believe.
Man, the snow they're getting up there, I feel so bad for them. More
I
than
tell you
12
what,
inches in mid-April? Are you kidding me? I would
I think the
cry. I'd be
groundhog
crying.
is dead because I think it snowed so hard that he never was able to get back out.
I would
Okay,
be
so
crying
look at
right
these
now.
colorways. And okay, hold on a minute. I told her, she gave me all the information, and I want to do her justice by telling you exactly. She gave me the information. Okay, both of these kits are available on pre-order. There's one on the Reliant sock. The Reliant sock is 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon. And then there's the other, which is called Purely Merino. Is that what the name is? Hold on a minute. Purely Merino, and that's 100% superwash merino.
Oh,
And they're
sorry.
both bases are 435 yards per skein, which is plenty. And they're up for pre-order. And I think that's all I have to show you until I show you the colorways. Are you guys ready for this?
These are right up your alley. For those that like brights. Oh gosh, that mint is so pretty. And those speckles, oh my word.
Oh my, are you kidding me? Let me take this off. Look at this.
That looks like an Easter egg.
Yes, it does. There's gorgeous greens that pick up. Oh my God, it's like,
Now
okay,
that
that's
I
just
wouldn't consider that high contrast. I would consider Jason's more high contrast, and
right.
these are lower contrast. But the pattern will work with either.
Let me show you the other one.
If you
That
want it to be more like a fade-ish, then go low contrast. But high contrast will look really cool too. Is that pink or peach?
this is like a peach. It's a peachy with these dark purpley blue, gold and peach and pink speckles.
Oh wow. The peach is a little bit lighter than I thought it would be. Maybe it's a little
Yeah,
washed out with
it's a little
your
washed
light.
out. And of course, we don't have good, we've got rainy weather and I had to turn on the light over top.
That's so pretty. So the
Go,
dark specks are purple, not black?
their dark specks are like a dark bluish purple. A dark
Pretty.
bluish purple is kind of how it's coming up. Oh my gosh, you guys. I want to knit all of these. I want to knit four, both in Jason's, both in her. I need more hands,
I know.
but I
And more
think I
time.
have an idea of what to do with these. And we may talk about that next time because I think
And
the
if
next time, well,
you
the next time we podcast will be before the first clue, which is May 4th.
Okay, and if you have a very generous stash, feel free to stash dye, which a lot of people I think are going to do too.
Yes.
It's easy to
Yes.
find two colors that go together where one solid pulls out some of the speckles from another color.
So, if you just think about anything in your stash, which is, you know, I just pulled out
That's lamb string yarns, isn't
Lobby
it?
Enemy,
Love the
yes, and
enemy.
lamb strings.
Yeah,
See how easy it is?
it's beautiful.
So it's possible, people. It's possible. Okay, so the first clue comes out May 4th. There's going to be 4 clues. So the last clue I will upload the day before I get on the cruise ship. And my job will be done unless there's all kinds of questions, which I hope there won't be. We have another person test knitting it, so it's going to be okay. So let's talk about this because most every one of the patterns that we've ever made are truly beginner patterns. If you can knit and you can purl and you know which side is the right side and the wrong side of your knit, you can figure it out. I would call this one maybe a little bit more of an advanced beginner's knit, only because it gets you to learn how you have to sort of know how to read your knitting, if you know what I mean. Um, we spell it out pretty well. Well, Debbie has helped spell it out with stitch counts and things that I don't care for because I fudge, but I know people who knit and especially patterns we make, we need to have stitch counts. So that's where Debbie comes into play again. Doing the math. Thank you for the math.
You're welcome. And I would say that it you have to kind of be able to read your knitting like you said. And you're not counting every stitch, but there are certain portions and certain times in the pattern where you just have to kind of pay attention to the next few stitches, and then you can go mindless again.
Right.
So,
and these stitches are not, these aren't advanced stitches,
it's
if you
not
know
like
what I mean.
advanced
This is not an
lace.
advanced,
No.
no,
There's
it's
no
not an advanced
charts.
type thing. There's not 50 different stitch markers, and if you get off, it's going to look wonky.
No.
Not at all, because you know how me and Debbie are. Well, I'm a spirit of the law knitter
And I am too. I
designer,
mean,
and
for the
Debbie
most
is a more of a
part.
letter of, and the only reason Debbie's more of a letter of a law is because we're not the only ones knitting it. We want other people to knit it, and I know other people are very, they get a little anxious when their stitch counts are off. So if you're off one, you either make one or you knit two together. It's not a big deal. And we
Yes.
let you know where to do that.
Yeah.
So, any more about the mystery knit along?
I don't think so.
Okay,
Have
that's all
you
I'm going to
any
tell you for now.
have you any other knitting? You've been working on the mystery knit along a lot. I
Oh.
started a new project because
And the thing is, Ronnie's been home for 2 weeks, or I would have already had this done in a whole week. But
yes,
he's home, so I can't get enough knitting on it. I would have already been done, but he's
that's
getting
okay.
ready to go out next week.
Yeah.
He
You
loves
can
me so much, he can't leave.
you have
That's what it
24/7
is.
knitting time.
He missed me so much. And did I tell you that he watched this terrible, scary movie before we even left for our trip? He never told me about it until after I got back. A woman was traveling, he doesn't even remember the name of the movie. A woman was traveling overseas and she got in a taxi and they abducted her and they tortured her for 3 days and then they sexed her out into a sex slave. This is what he watches before his wife leaves for Europe. Okay? Why do you do that?
I
Just
remember the previews of that movie. I don't remember what it was called, but
just like a couple years ago, I had to go to the movie theater and watch the next Jaws movie 1 week before we left for the beach. Why did I do that? Why do you do that to yourself?
I don't know.
I don't know, but because I said, "Were you worried?" And he says, "Yeah, I was worried." I'm like, "You never told me you were worried
Well,
about
we were
us."
never separated from
I
each other. We
know,
were together the whole time.
I know.
It's funny. We're
Anybody
back.
abducts us, they're gonna be like, "Oh hell, we're dropping these girls
They're,
off the edge of the road. We're gonna
they're going to
dump them
be
out of the trunk because they're too much trouble, way too much trouble."
kicked at them to the curb. They
And that
talk too
one,
much.
I was just gonna say, the redhead, she doesn't shut up, and no duct tape can help that. We're gonna find somebody else. They're terrible abductees. We would not be good company.
No.
No, we wouldn't.
We can put up with each other and other knitters, but anybody else I don't think would
That's right.
enjoy our company.
And they wouldn't give us any sharp objects like knitting needles because that would be the death of them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So I was asked by our friend Connie if I would like to test knit a sweater pattern. And this was before we even left for EYF. It was before I
yeah.
even realized that I'd have to be feverishly knitting on our own mystery knit along to test.
And she's like, "Sure, I'll test anything you want.
No, I didn't say
Want me to
sure.
test a blanket?"
I said I would love to help and I would love to do it, and I'm sure it's going to be beautiful, and your yarn is always so gorgeous. I said, but I really can't commit to finishing it in the time frame that you need. I said, I'm willing to start it and get going and give you feedback on the pattern, because it's a sweater pattern, a pullover summer sweater pattern that's written by Marcella. And
Notice who they asked to test knit it, and notice who they did not ask to test knit, because they did not want modifications. Had they wanted modifications, they
yes,
would have asked me. I love you, Connie and Marcella. That's okay. I
that's
don't blame you.
okay. She's happy that she didn't have to say no.
Right.
So I cast on the sweater. It's going to, I don't know that much about it. And Connie said, don't worry about saying too many details, but it's
Can you
some
show
sort
it?
of collaboration where Trey Liz, I think, is involved, and
Yeah.
Connie and Marcella's sweater. And it's some kind of club, like a sweater club, I think. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know the
Trey
details.
Liz. Tell them about Trey Liz. Trey Liz is a dyer and she lives in Greece, doesn't she? No,
France, I thought.
France. Okay. Why did I say Greece? I don't know why I thought Greece.
I don't know.
Beautiful indie
Anyway,
dyer.
Connie sent
Yeah.
me the yarn. She was so sweet to send me like 4 or 5 skeins of her cuddly sock base, which is 85% merino, 15% nylon,
Mm.
438 yards. And you guys, I started knitting with this. I
Is it
think
so
you
beautiful?
think it might be 100% cashmere when you're knitting with it. It's amazing. I don't know how it's so soft, but this is the colorway. It's called Flowering Desert, and it's a
It's so pretty.
beautiful neutral, warm, tanny gray. It's really hard to explain, but it has undertones of mauve. I mean, it really does have a
Hmm.
pink kind of,
Really?
once it's knit up. Yes, it's getting washed out, but maybe I can show a little piece of my knitting. I really don't have a lot done. Here it is in a
Okay,
cape.
10 stitches cast on doesn't count on as. Oh,
No.
it's so
And it's got a beautiful
beautiful.
sheen to it. And it's so soft, you guys. Okay, I'll just show a little bit of the bottom.
Oh, it's a scallopy edge.
Yeah, the edge is a
It's
little
bottom up.
scallopy edge, bottom up. And
Oh, hold it close.
I don't think I'm
Hold it.
allowed to hold it too close.
Oh,
Here,
no,
look,
you
isn't it
already
pretty?
did.
You look at all these strings.
That's not fair, Connie.
Okay, well,
Marcella,
you will hear more about it, I guess, once it comes out. But
even
from,
if you hold it up real close just for a second, you think they'll
oh
be
my
mad?
gosh. Okay, look.
Just real close. Oh my God. I love it.
It's pretty. It's really pretty. I won't show the picture or anything, but
Okay,
it's a
now she's
bottom
in
up
big,
and it's
big
short
trouble.
sleeve and it has some lace up here. Really pretty. So
Nice.
once I get through the last 2 clues or last 2 sections, I think, of the mystery knit along for our pattern, I'm going to work on
So
that
it's Connie's yarn, Marcella's pattern.
pattern. And I think Trey Liz might also be doing yarn. I don't know if there's another
Gotcha.
pattern involved. I don't know. But,
Okay, gotcha.
and then when we were at the Curious Handmade Retreat and at EYF, I haven't shown this in a while, but
Oh, yes, you haven't. Oh my
I
gosh, Debbie, look.
finished
Oh, you
the
did.
neck on my light
Looks like a
rain.
looks like a giraffe sweater.
And I think I used the wrong needle size. I was supposed to go up to the bigger needle size and I used the smaller one, but it's okay.
It's going to be tight and you're not going to like it.
No, it won't. It will block way out. It's
Oh, it
loose.
looks so pretty. Why is there still a needle on it? Would you didn't bind off?
Um,
You're not supposed to? You're supposed to tack it down?
no, I don't know why I didn't bind it off, quite frankly. The
What,
yarn is
because you
still
wanted to just.
attached. I don't know why I didn't.
Oh, it looks really pretty, Deb. Did you say you worked on that on the cruise? No.
No, I worked on it on the way home from EYF on the
Oh,
plane.
gotcha.
Isn't it pretty?
That's beautiful. Hohi Locatelli,
Hohi
light
Locatelli
rain.
pattern, light rain, Nicole Huloco in her tweed.
Pretty tweedy.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So I have quite a few things on the needles right now.
Me too.
2
My
sweaters and a
Tegna
couple
is
pairs
on
of
waste
socks.
yarn. My Tegna is on waste yarn because I needed the needles for the mystery knit along. And my big giant new design, which I'm working on the lace I haven't touched
We
since
were
we
going to
were in
show the
Europe.
couple little pieces of artwork, right?
Oh yes. Okay. It was all packed up, and I guess we showed pictures, but you remember the girl's name? Hold on a minute. The embroidery, we at the Curious Handmade Retreat, we did
Mandy
a
Patello,
yes,
Patullo, Patullo.
Patullo, Pattulo. She had some things for sale, and we were almost fighting over them.
I'm taking the tag off. I'm trying to take the tag off.
I put the tag, I think Ronnie took the tag off and put it on the back. Let me
Okay.
show mine.
She refurbishes old quilts and finds old, and then she appliques things on top of them and brings them new life.
I loved it because those Gerber daisies are Wendy's favorite, and I love Gerber daisies.
And
Gerbera. I know it's called Gerbera.
Gerbera daisies. And this is the one that I picked. And when I showed Mom, she knew exactly why. This is
Schoolhouse.
This is my mother's colors, cranberry and gold. And she
Yep.
even has this fabric in her stash.
Yep.
It
She
was
says
one of
it's
her
one of her oldest fabrics, isn't it?
fabrics.
Yeah.
So because the trip was a gift from Mom, and I saw this and I said, that is Mom.
Yeah.
I got this one because
What
I'll
you gonna
always
do with
think
it?
of her. I
You
don't
gonna
know
frame
yet.
it?
I'm going to put it somewhere in my office or,
Mine's gonna be in my guest room.
oh, that'll be pretty. So that
Along
was
with these
one.
next two things. So Neil Thompson is an artist that lives near Durham, 10 miles out of Durham. And we came across his prints when we were in Durham in a little gallery.
Mm-hmm.
And he does all kinds of different things, but his little bees are the sweetest things. And there
I
were
love
some that had
how
more
they're
than two bees, and we said, well, do we have to get them that just have the two bees so it represents me and Debbie? Oh my God, they're so cute.
And I love how their little wings are so translucent.
Yes. And this is acrylic. I mean, it almost looks like it's it almost looks like colored pencil if you look close,
Here's my
or
second one.
watercolor.
Look at the
I
moon in
love
this
that.
one, you guys.
Yeah, I love the little birches in mine, and this one has the little suitcase.
Look at that moon.
Yeah,
And their little wings are so pretty.
it's so cute. So it's Neil Thompson, and he's on Instagram. Go follow him so you can see he has things that Fox collection that is there's a
And a little ladybug shows
uh,
up with the bees sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's really pretty. Thank you, Neil. I
Thank
mean,
you, Mom.
thank you for being so. Thank you, Mom, for buying us Neil stuff. Okay, so we have some bags, Aunt Jan's bags, and Mr.
Yes,
Indigo's
and
has some
Aunt Jan, I'm
bags.
sorry I've been very delinquent in getting you, answering you, and I did receive your 4 bags, your new 4 bags that you sent.
I answered your email because I'm the favorite niece.
I know. I do email 24/7 at work. If I have to
I
answer
don't.
one more email, I think I'm going to puke.
And my job knows that I don't look at an email. I don't even know how to get in my email because the password's been, what do they call that? Expired, and I've never called back. So it's been probably 2 years since I've opened an email. So people know if it's really something important. The girl that I work with, who's a physical therapy assistant, she'll say, Amy, okay, here's the Cliff Notes version. We got to do this, this, and this. I know you don't get your email. So I'm terrible.
Amy,
I don't do
that
email.
is
I don't
very professionally irresponsible of you. Everybody runs on emails these days, and you just ignore
not
it.
I I don't ignore it. It doesn't exist. I'm in
The
denial.
same
That's what
thing.
it
Oh
is.
my God.
However, my personal email, I look at
I
and
can't.
I answer because Aunt Jan is one of our family and so, so sweet. So
I
she's high
would be
priority
fired.
for me.
I'd be fired if I didn't. That's how everybody communicates in the professional world these days is
Well,
email.
people communicate with me. I have old people I
Yeah.
communicate with, and
Okay.
they talk to me, so that's enough.
So quickly, bags
Anyway.
that are going to be, they're not in the shop right now. I'm
Ooh.
going to try and get them in the shop today. I'm going to try.
So will they be in the shop by the time this hits the
Yes, I'm going to
airwaves?
try. I'm going to try. Here's a beautiful pink flowers,
Oh, these are all drawstring.
all drawstring, blue, pink floral.
Oh, pretty.
I love how it's like total classic, right? And then
Total
look at
classic.
this is like summer,
Oh,
summer,
nice.
summer.
That
Both
reminds me
sides
of.
are the same. They're very simple, but they're very beautifully made and very functional. So those will be new, and there's still some of the previous ones in the shop. I think these are the other ones that are in the shop. I've shown these before.
Mm,
So
she's so professional,
I know. And
like
I owe her a check too, and I feel
a
so
lot of
bad
people.
because a couple were sold right before we left, and I had
That's why
one.
she's bugging you on email. She wants her money.
No,
Show me the
she's so
money.
sweet. She's just
I
the
know she
sweetest
is.
thing. Okay.
Okay, so Mr. Indigo's bags, as people know, the magnetic closures, we have three new types of bag, three new prints. We have
Oh,
a
these
big
are so
bag,
cute. So summery and springy. Love it.
and that's got the gingham, pink gingham. So we have this big bag which holds basically three skeins. And then the little bag, it doesn't have a canvas on the bottom. The little
That's
bag holds
cute.
1 to 2, perfect little bag for socks. So we have the paisley, same in same sizes in the blue.
That looks
This is
very
just has like a
similar
dark blue.
to the fabric that Sandy has on some of her signature bags.
Oh yeah, like one of your little. Don't you have one of her bags?
Yeah. But I don't think it's exactly the same. It looks a little bit different. Yours has like a vertical in addition to the
Yes.
horizontal. I don't know that hers has that. But it's close. It's very cute.
Yep. And then the last one, I love these. This is the Arrow bag,
Oh yeah.
and this has this denim flannel, like paper
Oh,
like Dag's bags have
yeah.
flannel. So there's the big bag, and here's the little bag.
Those
So
are
they're
cute.
in Mr. Indigo's bags shop, and you can link in his profile. It's Etsy shop um, from his Instagram page. Is there
Okay.
anything else?
I don't believe so.
So you have to ask me, what am I going to knit when I finally bind off today from the
What
Mr.
are
Yarn?
you gonna knit? Are you gonna start one of her EYF sweaters? You
I
can't.
so want to. I still have my arrow sweater. I
Yeah,
gotta
finish
not
those first. Finish those
the arrow
first.
sweater and the Tegna sweater. I need to, because the Tegna is a summery,
Summer. And that's what this knit is for the
honey.
test knit.
Yeah,
So
I'm
let's
gonna
work
finish
on
those two sweaters to
summer
get them off
sweaters first and then
because I want to so get
which
that
one are you
Isabella Kramer with the rust and those cool
Oh,
buttons.
yeah.
Love that. And then
You
and
should
the
start working
yarn
on that at the
part,
end of the summer though, because that's a woolly fall.
it is cardigan.
Yeah.
But then I want to use that beautiful yarn that I got from Julie, Suffolk Socks,
Do the
to put on a
Henley. Do the Henley
J.
first, because that's
See,
lighter.
see,
Yeah.
and then we've got the sport weight for Princess Fiona that I've got hypnotic yarn. I mean hippie yarn with Lobby Anime. Oh my gosh, that's gray. Hold on, let me show the. I didn't show the. I showed them to Mom because I didn't have the hippie yarn when I bought the Lobby Anime. I want to show that.
Together.
Hold on a minute. Yeah, hold on a minute.
Okay. Amy's
Okay.
talking about, let me show you what we're going to make. Um, it's called Princess Fiona. It's a pullover that's a fingering weight, no, sport weight, I think. Sport weight pullover that's long sleeve and has an A-line shape. I'm sorry, it's taking me so long to find it, but I know it's back here. And it has a beautiful inset of a lace up the side of the sweater.
And Amy from Lobby Anime, I showed her the picture of my hippie yarn on my phone.
I'm
And I
going to
said
pull it up.
I want a gray to match. And she first set she pulls out is what I bought. And it has this diagonal triangular lace just on one side of the
Yeah, see
sweater.
it
Did
right
you already
there?
say that? It's so neat. So I'm going to use, and it's sport weight. So I'm going to use my hippie yarn for the top and the sleeves, and then I'm going to grade in my Lobby Anime. So here is my hippie yarn, hippie underscore yarn. She's in Spain. Incredible dyer. You've got to go check her out. Look at this. These are the 3 skeins that I got from her.
And you're going to use that at the top and the top of the sleeves?
Yes.
And then you're
Yes.
going to grade into...
Yes.
And how
So, and
many
this is,
skeins of the
I
gray do
have
you have?
3 of the La Bien-Aimée.
Okay. I wasn't
Look
quite
how
sure.
perfect that
Oh my
is.
gosh. I can't believe that.
I
How
know.
did
She
she
just
do
looked at
that?
it from a. I don't know how she did that. Isn't that incredible? So I have 3 La Bien-Aimée and I have 3 of these.
These are the La Bien-Aimée that she picked for me for that same sweater.
Oh, she is so sweet. And those were sport. Is that sport, Debbie?
Yeah,
Yes.
this is her
Sport.
sport. Yeah.
I'm glad she didn't have any DK bases because I'm telling you what. And I'd always like to find out like how they did she sell, I mean, is it possible to sell out? She had a lot of yarn. See, this is the gray she
Look at
chose.
the speckles on that. So many different colors in this gray yarn, you guys. It looks like it's just
I love the
gray.
green and the rust and
The
the
green
purple,
and the
the
rust and the
brown.
purple. Look at that.
What's the name of that one?
It's called Echaness. I don't know if you can
This is
read
called
that.
Dire Wolf. This is a beautiful gray. Dire Wolf.
Echaness.
Echaness. Whatever that means.
I don't know.
So we have so many
I
options.
mean, look at the purple. Look at the deep purple
Oh,
there.
so pretty. Crazy.
We might have to do that one first.
We have so many options.
We're going to be
But we
knitting
have to promise ourselves no other sweaters other than
the ones that were on our queue.
white.
Yes.
Let's not see a squirrel and go off on down a rabbit hole because everybody else is.
I might not be able to finish my light rain before I start another one. It's
That's
not going to
okay. And will
not
you
going
do
to be a
another
high
color work
volume.
sweater?
Huh?
Well, you've got your color work. I mean, you bought a big color work sweater
I have
at EYF.
3 colorwork sweaters now.
3.
Knit. 3 knit.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying, I mean the
Oh.
one that you bought at EYF. Will you do another?
I'm not going to start that big cardigan with the Jameson probably until
Next year sometime?
maybe.
Winter?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we're rambling, I guess we should say goodbye.
Okay. Goodbye.
So if you can't be kind,
Be quiet. Love you. Miss you
love you,
guys.
miss
Thanks
you.
for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Mwah. Bye.